Alright, it's opinion time. What do I think of these patch notes here? Looking in towards the Sizzle season, and what's going on? What do we think? So start things off. We know about the S-Blast 92 and the Paintbrush. Those are going to be the new weapons coming in this time around. I don't think that they're going to be bad. I think Paintbrush is going to be really good. S-Blast has its niche, but nothing too extreme. Probably a mid-tier weapon, looking at the kits for both of them. New weapons being added: Anarchy, Splattershot Nova, Inkmine Inkjet, H3D Nozzle Nose D, Splash Wall Big Bubbler, Rapid Blaster Pro Deco, and all of these will be seen in game. I'll give a quick opinion about them once they all release, when I can actually touch out each weapon. But with the changes that has happened, Carbon Roller and Carbon Roller Deco got movement buffs, which are really huge actually. It won't be something super insane, but it definitely helps out an already strong weapon. Octobrush has lower ink consumption, so it takes less ink per swing that you get, and it's going to be a little bit better, but it still won't be a top weapon in the game, I don't think. Snipe Rider got a little bit of a movement buff. Not too bad for that weapon. It definitely needed something, but I don't think that was the right thing a Snipe Rider needed. Splash and Neo Splash both gotten less painting range. Same damage range, but less painting range. So it's going to be a little bit harder to follow up on shots to confirm those kills. Sloshing Machine got absolutely shredded though, taking 5/60th of a second. So that's 5 additional frames between each shot that you take consecutively. And with Sloshing Machine being a two-shot weapon, that could be like 10 frames, a lot slower than, like 10 additional frames, a lot slower than it was before. Might have killed the weapon, to be honest. And Splatona's Stamper narrowed the width of the horizontal slashes, which isn't too bad because it takes a lot of skill in the first place, but that's going to make a lot of vertical swings, the charge slash swings, be a little bit more common, as that also takes a lot more skill, but the horizontal swings are definitely better at punishing, so you need to be a little bit more skilled with the punishing aspect. But the increase in consumption, that might have killed the quick respawn Stamper, because now you can run Main Saver instead, and as a weapon that isn't really too gear dependent, it definitely makes it a little bit more gear dependent, where something like QR can't really be ran easily. But I like these main weapon changes, and it's the special weapon changes that I'm really unsure about. I don't know how to feel, I don't know where these are going to stick meta-wise, but it's definitely something to look at. Big Bubbler has a radius increase, which is something really scary to think about. And with that bubbler radius increase, it takes approximately 50 to 75% less damage on what it was compared before. I'm pretty sure that's what it says here, or that's what it means, but it's really interesting because that could be a double-edged sword for Bubbler, making it larger to hold more space, but a little bit easier to get into. Super Chump got a 40% inking buff, but only when it lands on the ground. So a little bit more space it can control. And it has an additional 10 damage that it could do when hitting someone, going from 25 to 35%. And you can make it closer to you, so you can follow up on Super Chumps a little bit better as well, which is pretty interesting. I want to see that more in action before I could give a beautiful, concise opinion upon it. And Ultra Stamp has a shorter duration by 1.5 seconds, which is pretty interesting. I don't know why it got nerfed that hard. I don't think it needed it, but it's definitely something that could be game-changing and make people not want to play something like Wiper or another hammer weapon, L3D, too much. And points per special: Neo Splash, Rapid Blaster Deco, and Ballpoint all gaining 10 points per special, making it a little bit harder to build up those strikes and Inkjets, which with Inkjet running wild definitely makes a lot of sense, especially in the North America scene. Color lock combinations have been added onto, where you can now have more options with color lock, which is absolutely amazing. But outside of that and Salmon Run changes, Rella's got a few more bug fixes, so let's see if they're going to be able to do anything outside of just chill there. But let's see if they're going to be able to actually protect themselves and teammates now. Because apparently the shield for the umbrellas got a little bit harder to kill someone through. But thank you all for watching. That's my early thoughts. Not a bad patch, but let's see what these weapons and fixes do to make changes into this Sizzle season coming up here in a day or two. See you guys on the next time.